He has a better hairline. Look, first of all, his mama would choose Henry Cavill over him. So stop. Henry Cavill is number one. Exactly. So he's Superman, and they're finding someone who's not exactly like him. But you know what? I am happy he's younger. 10 years younger, to me, doesn't do a big deal because I think Henry Cavill is going to age very well. But it does for James Gunn. I mean, it could, in 10 years, 49 might be too old.
Yeah.
So maybe. But I just don't think he has the size. But maybe, as I said, they could do a different type of Superman. So
yeah,
we'll see.
You guys do what Anthony Starr does with the boys: put on the fake suit.
Exactly. Put some fake muscles in.
Size is not an issue.
That's what Brandon does every day. Yeah, you got the fake muscles in. Stuff the shirts.
Yeah. Well, I'm not worried about the size. This movie won't start filming for at least like 8 months. Henry Cavill wasn't the biggest guy either prior to landing the role of Superman. So this is nothing that the gym's not going to fix. I don't think he's going to be a slouch on that.
I don't think he needs to do that though. I think he should go a different direction because you don't want to compare yourself to Henry Cavill all the time. Every time, everywhere he goes, it's going to be compared to him all the So, I mean, Brandon Routh, whatever. He didn't do that. He did it a different way.
Yeah, but he was supposed to be more of the Reeves Superman.
Yeah, Bryan Singer just kind of imitated. He just imitated Christopher Reeve. He was making another film in the Donner continuity.
Yeah.
Isn't that Superman All-Star? Wouldn't that make sense to be kind of that? Christopher Reeves kind of Superman. I mean,
maybe
not Henry Cavill, because in Henry Cavill, Superman is the one who killed someone. So I mean, just saying, like maybe you shouldn't go that way.
But very seldom does a person land a superhero role and not and not go to the gym.
No, I'm not saying that don't work out. You need to work out, but you don't have to be as big as Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill is like a linebacker.
Yeah.
You don't need to be 6'1", 100 pounds, 200 pounds, whatever. You don't need to be that big. He looks like he could be 6'4". He's taller. He's longer. He can look a different way. He could still be fit without being, Henry Cavill. He could be different.
Yeah. I think Cavill has a body type where he just gets broad and big. Exactly. This guy, David, what's his name? David
Corenswet.
Yeah.
You say he's taller, he's leaner. So I feel like if he works out, he's going to get very lean and maybe not as big, which will work out, because then you could do stuff, like a Shazam, but not so bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I get what you're saying. They could go the what's the latest DC run? Not the New 52. What do they call it?
Dark Crisis or something Crisis.
Dark Crisis.
Yeah. Even
Lost.
The runs in the last 10 years, even the animated movies, he is more of like a kind of leaner, ripped guy, rather than being
it's a brick house. So you don't need to be this. You could be different.
Yeah. And so yeah. Now I get now I follow what you're saying. All right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Like I said, he's gonna go to the gym, but I don't. He's not gonna get like big, like as in wide and stuff like that. Like one, that's hard to do if you don't have that body style. And Cavill obviously has that body style, where this guy seems just lankier. So,
I'm curious to see how Corenswet does. I went back and watched some of his, like you guys were saying. When I jumped on, I think I caught it. Like a lot of people were lobbying for him to get the role. Rebirth. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So I he does give off very much a Clark Kent vibe.
Yeah.
Which I think is
important.
I know. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say he definitely is not muscular right now. So so I say just go a different route. Don't worry about trying to be all this crazy bulky dude. Just be who you are, and I think he'll be fine. I think he'll the face will look nice, and you know what? He'll look young. He'll look much younger. He's 29, but he looks like he's like 25. So it will work out in his favor.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious to see how this pans out. Of course, like ton of people, and a lot of the people who prefer the Snyder run or the Snyderverse are up in arms about it. But that's usually the ebb and flow how things go. They did the same thing with Robert Pattinson and Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland and pretty much all these other people. Prior to even giving it a chance, the movie's still 2 years out.
At least.
Yeah, I think I'm curious to see, in the direction James Gunn is talking about it, and he says like with him like kind of talking about what the themes are and what the tone's going to be, has me excited. It seems like more kind of traditional Superman, which I'm, without taking pot shots at Zack Snyder, is something that I was kind of looking for a little more.
I don't know.
Where he seems to be going is something that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did not. But
yeah.
he has a type of body type that when you're 6'1" and you're 180 pounds, you have a body type that's a bulkier body type. When you're 6'4", 160 pounds, you're not going to have that same body. To look bulky at 6'4", you have to be 225 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's not going to gain another 80 pounds, in order to try to look that way. So that I just think you just go a different way, be fine. I think it's a solid choice right now. I'm just surprised at how little he's done. You know what I'm saying? He's done.
But that might be for his better, because then you can kind of mold him the way you want to mold him in.
Yeah, but when you're 29 and you've only done 4 big projects, and big is in quotation marks. Is he ready? Is he ready for it? I don't know. We'll see.
Well, who knew who Hugh Jackman was before he landed the role of Wolverine?
I did.
He was.
Yeah, what was he? He wasn't in anything.
He was doing a lot of indie films in Australia.
He was a big Australian actor.
And a stage actor. So
he was
Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth is a perfect example. He played in the Star Trek the reboot.
Yeah,
he played. That's how he got the role as Thor.
Kirk's father.
He was Kirk's father.
And he did such a great job with that.
He did great, but that's really the only thing he was ever in that was, quote unquote big, where he played like 5 minutes and then you die, so and then now he's Thor, and now he's in Extraction. Now he's a giant movie star. So, I think you can give some of these guys some chances, and if they showed they were good enough in the smaller, not so big kind of stuff, like, I think he's good. I think he's good. He's a grad. Yeah, go for it. And Dupree saying he's a grad from Juilliard. So
Juilliard,
okay. That's no pushover. And Gunn has a tough road ahead. If that first Superman film doesn't hit, it'll leave a stain for years.
No, if it doesn't hit, it might keep a fracture.
You're done.
Yeah, DC will be fractured forever. Not just he will be done. I'm saying DC might be done for a DCU. Long time. Done.
Yeah. I'm curious to see if he sticks to the landing, because the past nearly 2 decades, Warner Brothers unfortunately just hasn't quite been able to get it right with Superman.
Yeah. Well, you didn't make DC its own studio, which I'm like is crazy. I'm like, how do you not give it its own thing? And then they finally did that.
I always thought it was the money. You have to make money to get your own studio.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, Warner Brothers, when it comes to DC, Warner Brothers has always been a problem. I can't blame Zack Snyder. I can't blame, some of the other directors, because they were just offered a job that they ended up taking. You would do that, or I would do that. But Warner Brothers, unfortunately, has always been very reactionary when it comes to DC. I'd love to see them pull a Marvel and just kind of become their own studio and start small,
you can't start small anymore, because it's already the bag's already been open. Like lids already. You can't start over. Like it's before movies, superhero movies have been out. You have that now. It's already started. You already are in the midst of it. So trying to start over just won't work right now.
Yeah,
well,
just can't.
Isn't that what dive bombed the Snyderverse in the first place? They wanted to make a Justice League movie in one fell swoop rather than building up their universe.
Yes, but now we're doing this afterwards. So yes, you have to start. You still have to put the money in. You still have to make everything. Everything in production cost has to look good. If you don't, they will not come, and you will not make money. Because
they need to,
despite what people think, you can't just go print more money.
But they need to focus on establishing these characters and doing it in such a way that the audience connects to them, like they did with Iron Man, Captain America, stuff like that. Otherwise,
is it weird for me to say that I don't even know if the characters are as important as it is to reunite all of DC?
Like the fan base or
fan base? I think it's almost more important to reunite the fan base than it is the characters.
Yeah, but I mean, you do that through the characters and through telling good stories, that stay close enough to the comic book characters that people love. I think it's but like you said, it's hard to do like a redo again when there's been so many Batman movies, and Marvel did that great with Spider-Man. Like, we don't need to tell Spider-Man origin. It's been done multiple times already, and it seems like that's what they're going to do with this Batman movie. You're skipping 3 Robins and going into his son. So unless you read the comic books, you're like, Bruce Wayne had a son? You're like, yeah, so, you get to tell a story to the normies and still make the comic book fans, happy with stuff like that. So,
which I think is an interesting route to take to introduce Damian Wayne.
Right off the bat, which is crazy.
And presumably give me 1 second, Brian. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
it's gonna it'll be an easier way to establish Batman and the already existing Bat family that's been kind of at this for a number of years. They did try that with Ben Affleck's Batman, a Batman who's been doing this for like 20 years, and but we didn't get to see that really fleshed out, or I'm not sure if they really mapped that out.
They jumped too fast to the Batman versus Superman thing. But I honestly, I almost believe Batman's an easier character to make a great movie about. He has more flaws. He has different character arcs that you actually can use. Superman is just very hard.
Yeah. I agree with that. That's 100%. Like, you have to find a motivation for him, and then in the comic books always like, so they did an okay job in Man of Steel, but I just felt it was like a Superman movie that didn't feel like a Superman movie.
It felt like it had no soul to it.
Kind of,
yeah. And I agree. It was just a flat kind of soulless movie. I wasn't able to connect with Superman as a character. It didn't really, it was just, it was destruction porn. Is really what all it was.
It was almost like they didn't care about it as much as they should have. I mean, they nailed the casting, understood what it should be, but just did not give the writing the way it should have been. If they hit the writing, if you knock it out of the park, you can do whatever you want.
That was all Snyder. Snyder likes that darker kind of 300 vibe, where like back is against the wall and you have to figure it out right now, and like stuff like that.
Even that works with Batman really well. They should have not focused on Batman versus Superman. It should have been a Batman solo Batman movie first.
100%.
And then it would establish more the character, so you wouldn't have to do so much in one movie.
Yeah.
If I had it my way, I wouldn't even do it really shouldn't have been a versus movie. I wouldn't have done a versus movie. I would have just done World's Finest would have been cool.
That would have been so much better. That would have been so much better, because you run into that problem that everyone makes fun of that movie of. How are you going to make those two friends? Martha. It's the stupidest concept ever. It's like, now you're going to put these two guys against each other, which I'm like, okay, that happens in the comic books. That's accurate and stuff like that. But you do it before they were friends, before they understood each other's strengths and weaknesses and like where each other was coming from. You do all that. You jump the gun so much, where a World's Finest is a the best way to bring both of them together in the world, where you're like, that's the best way to do it, because you have the guy who's the day guy, the guy who's the night guy, and now they have to work together, and it's just so stupid.
It was a missed opportunity, and
yeah. Like I said, pitting them against each other, it was not a good idea.
I mean, you did it too early without. I'm telling you, fleshing out the Batman character. Mm-hmm. They really didn't do it. I mean, they should have done that. I'm telling you, Ben Affleck would have been a very good Batman. And I can see the movie in my mind. I always thought it would be an awesome one because you believe it. You believe that this guy could pick someone up and slam them down on the ground. Like he makes sense.
He's a big dude. Jump the gun.
Pun intended.
I need to fix my damn soundboard. But real quick, like I was saying, like Brandon Davis, Bruce Wayne had a son. It was from Ra's al Ghul chick that stabbed him in part 3. Yeah. Technically. Yeah, but it's done in the comic books. It's done a little bit weirder, where he's like it is his, but it's more of a test tube baby. Yeah. Where stuff like that, and there's other Damians, which I just love that name Damien for him, because he's the son of the head of or grandson of the demon head, or the head of the demon, whatever, and then he's also the son of Batman, which is so Damien's a badass character. Look up there's an animated movie, Batman versus Robin.
Yeah.
And that one's really, really good. What happened?
He said loved it. He loved it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So those animated movies are chef's kiss. They're so good.
DC knows how to do movies animated. They can do an animated movie.
They know how to tell good stories. I was like, now just transfer that into live action. I can see it. But he goes, we're all tripping. That Steel was Man of Steel was nice. It was good. I enjoyed it. I didn't love it.
Yeah, it was just good.
Yeah.
You have the perfect character, the perfect casting, and I feel like the story could have been better.
Yeah. Well, then Zach says Christopher Reeve killed Zod too. He put him in the Phantom Zone.
Yeah, he didn't kill him, man. Yeah.
He just imprisoned him forever into outer space.
Yeah. As he's getting flipped frisbee away.
Didn't he throw him down like? Didn't he throw him in that pit in the Fortress of Solitude?
Not Zod, but his big goofy guy, I think. Yeah. The big brute guy.
Because Zod was stuck in that little thing, and then he got frisbee.
Didn't they all fall into that pit? Like both, didn't Zod fall, and then the big guy, and then Lois punched the girl into that pit?
I think they did, but I thought they didn't he put him back in the Phantom Zone?
Yeah, I thought they were in the Phantom Zone.
Oh no, I think he does kill him. Never mind.
Hold on, I'm looking it up right now because it's saying it. General Zod got banished to the Phantom Zone.
I know they all fall in that pit.
Yeah, it was life. Jor-El, Science Council, life imprisonment in the Phantom Zone.
Yeah, they all fall in the pit. Oh no, the big brute dumbass just thinks he can fly still and falls into the pit. And, Lois Lane throws the chick in. He throws Zod in the pit. Yeah. I'm watching now.
Ursa and Nan, we're all thrown in the Phantom Zone.
Yeah. Well, I thought, isn't that how the movie ends though?
I thought so, but it's been a long time.
It's been a long time. Yeah, Superman 2.
Yeah, Superman 2, yeah. No, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't. Yeah. He didn't kill him.
Yeah, he wrapped him in that big thing. Guy fell, and they were in the glass flippy thing. That's what I thought.
Yeah, they didn't kill him.
Yeah, they're all banging on it. Also, somebody did a cosplay of that, and it's awesome. I saw where the 3 people and they have like a big triangle thing.
Yeah,
with
I
like
see
the
that.
fake like glass,
So
paper.
terrible.
It's so awesome. That was all of them. Yeah, Ben Affleck was great at playing losers that were sleazy, which is why he was the perfect in Gone Girl. Well, can't believe that they did that.
I mean, I guess it's the abyss. So
Yeah.
I
She
mean,
R-worded. She R-worded Bruce.
Bruce. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, ultimately she did, but they were having sex. I think before that too. Probably safe sex and.
Come on, he's Batman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. But,
come on, man. Pull out game real strong.
Well, they better cast a kid that is part Middle Eastern Asian for Damien. Yeah, they need to find. I think they could do it. They could do it. Yeah. You just gotta find a really snotty, bratty, smart ass kid.
That's easy. That's like every single kid.
Damien needs to be a little son of a bitch.
Yeah. Which he is.
I think. I think that's the most apt way to describe that character. Damien's a little bastard. He just needs to be a little son of a bitch.
Yeah. Brandon might lose his mind.
The kid from Black Adam. I was thinking the kid from Extraction 2.
Kid from Black Adam.
The kid from Extraction 2.
Oh my God, you guys are killing me. But yeah, and we were kind of talking about all the Man of Steel, not Man of Steel, I guess technically, but Superman kind of stuff like that. So I'm excited about it. I think this is gonna be pretty good. Yeah, he has been wanting to play Superman for a while now too. Yeah, if I had a jaw like that, I was like, hey, can I play Superman? like,
you guys don't know. Tank underneath that beard has a jawline just like Superman.
I wish. You think I would have this beard if I had that? Oh man, you got to have that insane jawline to play Superman. Like the blue eyes, they put contacts in. But
oh yeah, that's an easy fix. They even did that with Brandon Routh.
Yeah.
Give him blue contacts if memory serves correctly.
I remember is Bryan Singer spent like 2 months making sure his junk was like perfect. I remember reading something like that. And I'm like, are you serious? Like, and then all the articles are like not Christopher Reeve, that was all him. Like,
it's all Reeves, baby, all Reeves.
But yeah,
it's all Johnson.
Yeah. But Horgy said, I'm pretty sure they're going to eventually retcon Talia R-wording Bruce. Probably. They'll do some more like DNA kind of thing. Like, oh, we got his DNA and we spliced it with my DNA and test tube baby.
I was going to say, they're not going to, never mind.
I mean, they could have it where like.
They could always turkey baste it. No, too late. Too soon. Too soon.
I mean, they could always do it that they were dating, and.
He tried to break up with her and she's like, no. That's in real life.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like baby mama problems. Yeah, but Jesus. Have you seen the new Liam Neeson trailer? No, it's on the list though, so we'll definitely check that one out. Let's start that so I don't forget.
Outside for box office, is Barbie is tracking to do well from $80 to $100 million opening.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah. All right, I was gonna finish up this, and then we'll get into the other stuff before we. Yeah, because we've already been talking about this for a while. Anything else? I know we didn't really talk about Lois Lane, but Lois Lane is.
Yeah, perfect casting. Rachel Brosnahan is exactly who I was hoping they would cast. I thought she was the best person of the bunch. Marvelous Miss Maisel alone proves that she has what it takes. So
yeah, she has a lot more street cred almost, because she's done it a lot more. She's doing a lot more stuff. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I think the only casting for Lois Lane that's really done it for me, at least within the bounds of live action. Obviously, Margot Kidder was great. Erica Durance from Smallville was excellent. She's probably awesome. My favorite one.
She's so good.
Yeah. Kate Bosworth and Amy Adams just weren't it for me. And that's due in part. In the case of Amy Adams, one, she was like 10 years older than Henry Cavill, which was kind of weird. I'm not sure why Snyder did that.
I just didn't care. That's why I was like, it's like, yeah, cares.
I don't know, she didn't seem like a badass. I think Brandon froze up a little bit. She didn't seem like a badass.
Yeah,
like other ones were. You know, she just seemed like she was just there. You know, like at the right time, right place, kind of thing. So,
yeah, convenience.
Yeah. So, Zach, good night. Got a new job, so actually I gotta go to bed on time. Great stream. Oh, dude, congrats on the new job. I remember you telling us about it. So, yeah, man, appreciate you stopping by. I know it's like super late for you over there, so appreciate it.
Get some sleep, man. Have a good first day. That's great.
Yeah. Let's see, what's that Superman show where Clark and her are married and they have a son? Dude playing Superman. Her glasses are dark hair. Yeah, that's on right now. That's on the TV right now.
Clark is so good.
Lois Clark. Yeah, people are saying it's so good. They did a version of.
Oh my god!
I need to get caught up on it because they did a version of Doomsday. In one of the recent episodes, and it looked awesome. I'm like, how does he look so good? Like he blows Zack Snyder's version of Doomsday away. Like that Doomsday looked sick.
Because CW knows what they're doing. I don't know. CW can do anything for 3 seasons. After that, falls apart.
It's true. It's true.
For 3 seasons, we got you. CW all the way, baby. But season 4 starts to fall apart.
Yeah. Yeah. But we're gonna probably move on to our next topic. But yeah, you know, we'll get more into it as time goes by and we start maybe seeing them in the suit and stuff like that. What kind of suit it is, you know? I think, you know, so it's gonna be interesting. But we're all pretty excited about this one. I think, you know, I know Brandon said, you know, this was the casting he wanted. I'm good with it too. So, but wait, you like this casting, right?
I think it's fine. I would rather I'd rather never got rid of Henry Cavill, but
yeah. If you got to move on, then I'm okay with it. But
yeah, if you got to do it, then great value Henry Cavill works.
Yeah. Just squint your eyes really hard.
Exactly. Yeah, it'll be all right.
But cool. That's it for it. Brandon, he's gonna come back, but you know, I know he appreciates you guys as well. But cool. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think about the new Superman casting, Superman Lois Lane. What you guys think about it? You like it? You hate it? Are you a fan? You know, die hard. Are you more of a Henry Cavill fan and you're upset? So I don't know. Leave a comment. Let us know. Hit that subscribe button. If you're not already a subscriber, hit it. If you are, appreciate you guys already joining the group.
And just like and share. We could do our number 2, our second giveaway. Oh, it's coming up, guys.
Yeah. So make sure you like and share the video, get it out to more people, and yeah, you know, 10 more subscribers, and we're gonna announce our second place prize for the big giveaway. So super excited about that. But cool. We're gonna have to go on to some other stuff and wait for Brandman to come back. If you're watching live, stick around. If you're watching replay, appreciate it. But we are gonna move on to our next topic.